Yo, what's happening everyone? It's me, it's Count, here with a brand new Pokemon Masters video, and I finally did it. I completed the main story, and I was able to pick up Stoutland. This is a very powerful sync pair, and I'm really excited to give it a test drive. In this video, I'm going to be maxing out the Stoutland. I'm going to be telling you how I completed the last chapter of the main story, because it's a chapter that's extremely difficult. There's just a huge difficulty spike with this last chapter. So I'm going to be giving you some tips on how you can complete this particular chapter. But if you end up enjoying this video, smash that like button, subscribe if it's your first time here. Don't forget that little bell as well. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so just like I said before, I completed the main story, as you can see right here. Every single one of the chapters are completed. And this last chapter, my goodness, a lot of people have struggles with this particular chapter. So let me show you exactly what I did. I basically went with this setup right here. I had Hau, I had Korrina, and then of course I had Rosa as the support. Even though you look at the recommended types, it says fighting type, electric type, and water type, I opted to not use a water type and I opted to use Rosa instead. Maybe that's the kicker that you need. Rosa is a phenomenal support, especially with the energy gain that she gives you. So let's just jump into it. Let me just show you exactly how I took down this team. So this last chapter is extremely difficult. A lot of people have problems with it, mainly because of how hard Stoutland hits. It does a lot of AoE damage. But let me tell you exactly what I did. I started off by just buffing up all of my Pokemon right away, and then I focused down these side Pokemon right here. So I ignored Stoutland for the time being, and I just focused on getting these two Pokemon on the side down as quickly as I possibly could. And it was really easy from that point on. With Rosa, with her time to energize, that's basically the kicker right here. And yeah, and then close combat from Lucario is just so clutch. And you could just knock these two down real quickly, and you want to get that done really fast. And then yeah, right here, boom, I already have my sync move, and I just use that up. Looks like he used his first. It does a lot of damage, yeah, but the ideal situation is you want them to go after the Seviper. You want them to go after Rosa and basically have her tank up all the damage, because you can use Giga Drain to heal herself back up. Of course, you do have to watch out for a lot of that AoE damage. That's basically the big thing you have to look out for, especially when he uses his sync move. There's just a lot of damage that gets distributed to the entire team, and you just want to avoid that. But you can see right here, it's an easy peasy last win. Now that you have the Mega Lucario, you can just boom it down, and there you go. That's how I completed it. After a bunch of different tries with a bunch of different lineups, I finally was able to beat this particular trainer. So yeah, that's exactly what I did. Rosa is the big secret. Make sure you have Alolan Raichu as well for that discharge. It's really clutch. And then I have Lucario because he's just a phenomenal damage dealer. So there you go. And because of that, I was able to pick myself up Stoutland. So let's level up this bad boy. So Stoutland is of course one of the 5-star heroes that you get through just general gameplay. The first one of course being Rosa. And Stoutland is absolutely a beast, and I just had to level him up and lock him up, like unlock him as soon as possible. You can see right here I just have a whole bunch of items saved up. And I should have enough books. Yes, I do, but I don't have enough Ultra Aids, and oh my goodness. Okay, so we could farm that up real easily here, but yeah, let's actually just level him up and see how he does in the gameplay. So that should be pretty simple. I had a bunch of books saved up. We won't max him out fully just yet. We're gonna have to do a little bit of grinding. But yeah, there you go. Stoutland is at least level 76. We're trying to get him to level 100. It's gonna be quite a feat, but we can do it. Let's actually unlock all of his moves as well. You can see right here. We're gonna need a lot of items actually. This game can be very grindy, I found. Like, it's basically all it is. It's a gacha game that's just extremely grindy, which I'm fine with, but I mean, my goodness, they're struggling in the reviews. They really need to pick up on getting us PvP. I mean, that's really what the game needs. It needs PvP. So here we go. We need to pick up more of those support items. I didn't realize that it was a support hero, but that kind of makes sense. And I tend to say hero a lot, but you guys know what I mean. But yeah. So here we go. I was actually on the right team. I just need to switch this out for Pinsir. Yeah, there we go. An easy peasy farming team. And let's actually try out Stoutland. Let's actually get him some bonus experience. There he is. Let's actually see how he does. We'll have Rosa take a back seat. Rosa is Bae, of course. But let's actually check out Stoutland. Let's see how he does. Here we go, jumping in. This is actually one of the easier strike courses. Mainly because, yeah, oh my goodness. What? I kind of wish he had a stat boost of some kind because, I mean, if he's a support, I mean, he's gotta give your other teammates support, right? I don't know. He has Crunch. Isn't that the flinch move? Yeah, I don't know. You would think that for a psychic type, it would struggle against a dark type like Stoutland. I don't know. I kind of wish it was... They did a little bit more with the type advantages because, you know, like, yeah, it's fine, actually. I don't really care. Man, that discharge is so strong. Like, if you need a really great electric type move, you really have to go with Alolan Raichu. That discharge is just phenomenal. Any Pokemon with AoE damage is going to be extremely valuable. I think a lot of people don't realize that. Let's see how many items we get. Not bad. Not great either. We need to get a lot of these. Again, the game is extremely grindy. As much as I have the game sped up right now, I kind of wish I could speed it up even more. The auto battling is not really that great, in my opinion. They tend to just focus down one particular Pokemon at a time, which is fine, but in matchups like this, you kind of want to distribute the damage a little bit better. Like I said, my big strategy usually is just knocking out the side Pokemon first before you jump onto the main Pokemon, and it's worked out really well, especially in the later levels of the courses and the chapter. So let's actually check in and see how many items we have so far, how many more we actually need. We're actually getting quite a lot of those skill capsules, which is really good. We actually need those for a lot of different things. Like, you could actually use those to buy the gym leader notes, which is really helpful. Like, if you're having a difficult time just farming up the co-op battles, you can actually use those things to buy gym leader notes right here. I mean, it's pretty easy. But yeah, that's an easy alternative in case you didn't know. Let's see, do we have enough to unlock that last level? No, we don't. And oh my goodness, it looks like we're gonna need quite a lot more. Let's just keep farming it up. And we're also gonna need to farm up some books too, aren't we? I mean, this game is so grindy, my goodness. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the game being grindy, they just have to make sure they execute it correctly. Otherwise, the game is going to get very repetitive, it's gonna get very, I don't know how to say it, it's gonna get very boring, so... Hopefully they'll add some new interesting mechanics. I think all they have to do is add PvP. Like, I don't know what the holdup is on PvP. That's something that this game could really use. It's something that the game could really flourish on. And yeah, I mean, hopefully they'll implement that soon. Hopefully that's actually something they're planning to implement. It just seems like they're just focusing on the PvE aspect of it, which, you know, like... I just flew through it within a week, right? And that's gonna be the average player. I didn't even get that many great sync pairs through rolling, so hopefully they'll introduce PvP, because that would essentially be the big end game for this game, and I know a lot of people are looking for that, so hopefully that's in the works. Hopefully that's something we see really soon here, because the game is certainly lacking, and it is certainly repetitive. No, we don't need full heal. Man, I'm such a big fan of Discharge. I know this video is supposed to be about Stoutland, but I'm making it all about Discharge, actually. Like, Alolan Raichu is actually really good. I feel like this is the experience for a majority of players. They're just grinding it out. There's really nothing too much to this game. Once you kind of figured out all of the different aspects of it, once you have a good roster of good sync pairs and a good variety, it just comes down to a lot of grinding. I mean, that's basically the game right here. It's just a lot of grinding. So, okay, let's actually play this out correctly. I don't actually know what this does. Increases the move gauges of all allied sync pairs by 2, making all allied sync pairs gradually heal themselves. Oh, that's actually kind of like a better version of, I don't know, I think I've been using that incorrectly. Looks like it might be a slightly better version of Energize, I guess. Let's actually test it out. If I use Apply Yourself, will it, oh yeah, it just completely replenishes. Wow, I've been using that all wrong. So, yeah, maybe Stoutland is the new Bay. I mean, why else would you use Rosa? Like, other than for, Energize? Like, yeah, this is a better version of that. I'm definitely gonna use this. Wow, so Stoutland is a straight up beast. That is a huge discovery, and that's also my fault for not actually reading what each of the moves do before I use them. I really suggest you read what each move does so you actually plan accordingly, so you don't do what I've been doing and just tapping on it, just using it just blindly. Like, I should be spending my energy before I actually use that move, right? Like, that's the proper way to do Stoutland, I feel. So yeah, you can see right here, I burn up a bunch of energy, and it should replenish it once I hit Apply Yourself, and boom, yep, there you go. Wow, it's just like Let's Energize, except it has this gradual heal as well. That is disgustingly powerful. Wow, as much as I love Rosa, I might end up using Stoutland a little bit more. I think we're getting close. Let's actually do a check here. A lot of grinding, a lot of loading screens. That is the Pokemon Masters experience right there. Okay, we don't have it yet. Oh my god, there's so many of these items that we need. I should have been a lot more prepared before shooting this video. I didn't realize how much more I needed to grind. I figured as soon as I got my 4 gym leader notes, I could just start recording. Probably not the best idea considering how ridiculously grinding this game actually is, but regardless, I'll try to get as close as I can to maxing out Stoutland. I mean, you guys have kind of gotten a good idea of what Stoutland is like, right? Like, I don't necessarily need to max him out to show how valuable he is. That move, Apply Yourself, my goodness, like it just completely just destroys Energize out of the water. Like, it's just so strong. I really thought it was some kind of heal move, maybe a stat boost. I didn't necessarily like pay attention to what exactly it does. I have had some co-op partners that did have the move, but you know, like, I just wasn't paying attention. I guess it's just really strong. So yeah, I love this lineup, by the way. Like, I love having Discharge, having Pinsir as a damage dealer. Like, this is a pretty strong lineup, although this opponent is also really weak, so it's making this lineup look really good, I suppose. But yeah, I really like this. I might actually end up using this a little bit more. Maybe if I replaced Pinsir with god, I forgot her name, with Iris, like, that would make this team really strong. I don't actually know exactly what the meta is. I feel like a lot of people are still using Rosa as opposed to Stoutland, mainly because she does have the capability of healing herself, which makes her a really solid tank. But I really like Stoutland. Like, for one, I'm a huge dog lover. Like, having a dog like Stoutland in the game is always great. Yeah, replenishing. Oop, nope. Oh, I wasted it. That was a bad move. Epic fail. Whatever. Yeah, there you go. So I think we've seen enough of Stoutland. It is a beast of a hero. It's a phenomenal support. It does have the potential to replace Rosa, but of course Rosa does deal a little bit more damage, I feel like, and it does tank a lot more damage. At least that's what I'm seeing. Stoutland is a phenomenal character, and all you have to do is complete the main story in order to pick it up. I wonder if they're going to introduce a couple more stories. Like, I was kind of disappointed. It was kind of anticlimactic, although I didn't really breeze through the story. I did kind of breeze through the story, rather. Like, I didn't actually stop and like read a lot of the dialogue, but yeah, in general, I was just really happy with the fact that I was able to pick up Stoutland. I mean, it's just one of these sync pairs that I was looking forward to. You know, every day I would look at this dex and see Stoutland, and kind of just was waiting for it. So actually, yeah, I have the filter on. Let me actually, there you go. Like, I was like looking at this, and I was like, man, I can't wait till I get this Pokemon. And lo and behold, I was able to pick it up just through the main story. So if you are still grinding out through the main story, if you're struggling with that final chapter, I hope this video was extremely helpful for you. There you have it, everyone. It's Stoutland. We were not actually able to max out this Pokemon, but I will eventually. My goodness, this game is extremely grindy, and I really hope they do something with that, because I don't want this to be the be-all end-all of this game. At least give us PvP, that would be phenomenal, or some sort of end game, maybe more main story chapters, who knows. But there you have it, everyone. That is Stoutland. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, smash that like button, subscribe if it's your first time here, check out the links in the description below. I am Count Jinsula, and I'll catch you all later.